Hello. We're we're going to be talking today about mosquito repellent, or fly repellent, or bug repellent. And what we're burning right here is one of the best outside mosquito repellent that I have seen. And simply what this is cow poop. Uh, yeah, cow poop. And you get it from a local farmer. From someone that you will know. I'm sure it's available in the internet, but if you search locally, you will find someone that has a cow, and then you know what that cow is eating. So this one happens to come from a cow named Sophie that is local, and she eats just grass and seeds and so forth. So this is very clean. It's hay, and it's very clean. It's historically, it has been used in different ceremonies for some religions, and in Ayurvedic medicine, it is used for treating respiratory illnesses, to include asthma. Now, you can also use it as a wonderful incense for the house because it's non-toxic, and you can cook with it. In many countries, this is used instead of charcoal because it doesn't add carcinogens to your food. So, but as a mosquito repellent for an outside patio, if you go camping, this is the best thing to take. And I have tried this camping in the Everglades in July and August. And the second that smoke hits the air, mosquitoes disappear. That's how effective it is. And you're doing this without chemicals, which is the main thing that we want to get involved with, reducing chemicals from our system because they're connected to many of our illnesses, as we learn on the text that we're following. So let me introduce you to a few things that we can use. We're going to go into the insecticide essential oil, but before we do that, do you see this bag here on this table? This is just a plastic bag full of water, and this is what we have found is the best way to repel flies, house flies and outside flies and horse flies. They see themselves, their reflection in the water, and they split. They leave the area very rapidly. And I have done this outside with a piece of food to attract the flies, and there's no way, there's no flies coming in. And they were there before, but they're split. Because of the reflections they see, it seems like they see a predator and they leave the area. So this is an excellent way, two excellent ways very naturally to repel mosquitoes, to repel flies. So let's introduce ourselves now to the essential oils that are known as repellent. We all know citronella, and that is the most popular one. And yes, citronella by itself, it does repel mosquitoes to a certain point, and you have to reapply it. But when you mix it with a few other oils, now it becomes a little more effective, and it stays on much longer because you're using things like cedarwood atlas, which is also a repellent, but it's a base note. And you're using patchouli, which is also a repellent and also a base note. So it holds on to the top notes of citronella. And the next one that is an excellent mosquito repellent is eucalyptus. So the base notes will hold on to the top notes for longer. So when we make it, then I'll let you know how we use it, and then why it stays a little bit longer with the base notes. Eucalyptus historically is planted on swamps for two reasons, the eucalyptus trees. It sucks up the moisture from the earth, so it controls the moisture in the ground, and it also controls the mosquito population. So this is one of the most excellent ones to use for mosquito repellent, together with, of course, lavender. And lavender repels not only mosquitoes, but also repels ticks on dogs when used in shampoo. And for the shampoo base, you want to go to Essential Wholesale and get the standard shampoo base. And remember, the way to test any bases is by taking a little dab of the product, use it as a hand lotion, whatever your skin feels, that whatever remains on top of your skin is the wax, whatever penetrates in your skin, that's what you want. You want a shampoo or a conditioner or any base that when you use it as a hand lotion, it penetrates in your skin. That makes it not only a conditioner for hair and for skin, but also you're not coating it with any waxes or any oils. So the standard shampoo from Essential Wholesale will do as well. 2 add 10 drops of lavender per ounce, and now we have a flea shampoo for dogs. And if we add rosemary to that, another 10 drops per ounce, now we have a tick shampoo repellent for dogs. So we eliminate chemicals from the dog, which eliminate chemicals from anybody who hugs the dog, who kisses the dogs. So that's an excellent thing to do. Now there's also the children sometimes in school will be sent home because of lice, and that seems to be a regular summer thing. And definitely lavender, 10 to 20 drops in an ounce of a neutral shampoo, or if you have a neutral shampoo, even in your own shampoo. If you shampoo your children's hair with this, it will repel the lice. They seem not to like the smell of lavender, and they just don't go there. And if they have lice, and you use a shampoo, leave it for 5 minutes, and when you rinse it out, you'll get the idea, they're gone. They seem to not like that smell. Remember that essential oils will attract friends and repel enemies. That's the fragrance that a flower, that a plant have for survival. And that's the fragrance that we use for our own survival and health. So let's look at the mosquito repellent essential oils, and let's work with them and make a few things with them. Let's repeat again. We have lavender, we have eucalyptus, we have cedarwood atlas, base note, makes it stay longer. We have patchouli, we have citronella, and we have lemongrass, which is also a well-known mosquito repellent. So what we're going to be doing, and I'm going to do it in a glass bowl so we can see it, but the same oils that we're putting in the glass bowl, which we're going to blend with a soy cream for direct application, can be used in a spray bottle for the home, or a larger spray tank for the home, for the corners of the home, or the outside of the home. Or it can be used in a smaller spray bottle for spraying yourself and spraying your family. All it requires is the drops of the combination of essential oils and then water when you're using it in a spray bottle. In here, what we're going to be using it is in cream form for application. So let's begin. First, we're going to put the base, and you get this base. This is a soy base, and you get this from soapwizards.com. That's soapwizards.com. This is called a soy lotion. I'm going to make a little bit, just as a demo, and we're always going to use it. And it stays well because its essential oils will preserve this product. You know, as long as you're using 100% plant essential oils, and if you haven't viewed the video, how to tell the real essential oil, I suggest you do, so you get a guidance of how to choose your oils. Remember, it cannot be oily, and the real essential oils is left open without any problem of evaporation. And it has a shelf life of forever because just like alcohol, it has, just like wine, I'm sorry, it has aromatic alcohol, which allows them to ferment. So the product will become better with age. So I'm going to put in here Lemongrass, 6 drops of lemongrass. This is, we got here about 2 ounces of material. I'm going to put lavender. I'm going to put 10 drops of lavender. That's my main one. Eucalyptus. I'm going to put 10 drops of that also. Now, this is great because you can use it for children. You can spray the baby's stroller as you take them out, and the baby's bed before you put the baby in, and prevent them from getting bites. Because after all, a mosquito is a flying needle. It's a female mosquito that needs the blood to lay her eggs. So we're looking at flying needle. So it's no longer the same thing as when I was a child, that you smash a mosquito and you find the blood, and we didn't have all this blood disease. I don't want to freak anybody out, but I want to make you alert that a mosquito is a flying needle, is a needle with wings, and able to pass on many of the blood viruses. So we want to look at a mosquito differently and really prepare for it, and really pay attention to it. Now, if you ever get bitten by a mosquito, or a family member, or someone who comes to you for guidance as a practitioner or consultant, the best thing to do is the clay, the skincare clay that we made in one of the videos, and we cover in level 3. So you make that clay with these oils, or you make that clay with the skincare oils, and right away it will take down the swelling within a few minutes of application, just a thin layer of the clay on the bite. If you don't have the clay, then lavender will be the one to use to bring that out. And it keeps the infection at bay too. Now, the next one we're going to use is the patchouli, a few drops. And this cedarwood atlas. We're going to use that about 10 drops. You're cooking Italian, and it doesn't matter because mosquitoes and the insects can smell this further away than we can. So they have a more sensitive nose, and that's for directions. Remember, they're guided by the sense of smell. We're too. They depend on life. Let's put some citronella there. About 10 drops. Okay. And now, a popsicle stick is a good one to use for product making. We're going to go ahead and mix it around. And that's what it will look like. See, just like the wonderful cream that is also good for your skin, because the soy cream is what we use for the skincare. Excellent smell, and you're now covered with mosquito repellent. Now, to bring it up one notch, we're going to use neem oil. And this you get through the internet. Just Google neem oil. It smells terrible, extremely effective. It's brown in color, and we're going to add like a couple of dabs of neem oil. And I'm going to give you an anecdotal information on what we have seen this do. Normally, the people that get bitten by mosquitoes most are those who have high sugar levels. And to test this, we went with a friend of mine who has diabetes, who has, of course, her sugar level is high. And the first few hours of camping, or the first hour, she was bitten continuously. Nobody else was. And then she applied this. And for the next 3 days, there was not one mosquito bite. And nobody had mosquito bites. So when you add the neem in here with that combination, it makes it a real powerful mosquito repellent, which is our favorite. So we're going to put this aside. But once again, remember, in making herbal tea, we mentioned that the flavor of the tea is the essential oil. So let's say you don't have the oils, but you have the herbs. I here eucalyptus leaf, and I have here rosemary. And if I make a tea of rosemary, is also an insect repellent. But if I make a tea of eucalyptus, if I make a tea of lavender flower, if I make a tea of lemongrass, which you can use it either dry or you can grow it and use it like this. I'll make a fresh herb tea. Fresh herb tea is delicious. But if I make a tea of that, I'd be pulling the properties that I'm using in the essential oils for the insect repellent. I'll be pulling the properties right into the water. And after 10 minutes, I can let the tea cool down. That tea, if I put it in a spray bottle and spray it, becomes also a very effective insect repellent. So there's many ways to do natural insect repellents, and we should go there before we begin to splash more chemicals in our system. Once again, thank you for joining, and we'll continue our journey as we go on to the 4 levels to certification. Thanks again for choosing Plant-Based Chem for your education. See you soon.